Good morning, my people, my people, my people. My name is Chief Strumblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son. I am the diaspora chief. My people, it has been another beautiful day for a protest. And I enjoyed every moment of my protest. Let me first remind you, the front of my sign says, I don't want the white man's money, the white man's woman, the white man's friendship, and or the white man's fame. And the reverse of my sign says, white man, why have you enslaved the African American? My people, all in all, it was another beautiful day for a protest, and I enjoyed every moment of my protest. And you know, after I finish protesting, it is always my delight and pleasure to bring to you something from of a social nature as it relates to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Sometime last month, I did a video about the Grenada Ministry of Agriculture and the support Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell is given to the Minister of Agriculture and the Ministry of Agriculture. In that, I think they invested $500,000 in insurance to buy crop insurance based on their knowledge of the activities of the 2023 hurricane season. And I compare that to Ralph Gonsalves and his incompetence. And my people, for some reason, out of the blue, I have been searching on Facebook and I've been searching on YouTube for that video. It was just done last month in October, and I cannot find that video for heaven's sake. It seems like Ralph Gonsalves was so ashamed of his performance that he had his man in California, Richard Ross, the technology guy, who uses all of these technology people to interfere with my videos, to alter and edit my videos. So he had them move it, because no matter how hard I look for that video, there is over about 5 or so videos after that, and I still can't find it. Why? Because Ralph Gonsalves was ashamed. Shame the goddamn devils. That's what we ought to do. He was ashamed that the young man, Mitchell, just come on the scene as doing better than him. But I am not here to speak about that. I just thought I would mention it. But what I'm here to speak about, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we have a ton load of churches. We have a ton load of religion. Everywhere you turn, there's churches. Everywhere you turn, you've bumped up into a pastor. My people, but something is there definitely wrong with all of these people who are in ministry. Listen to this. Each time a brutal murder takes place in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, or each time the murder count back up very high, the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Christian Council will call for a day of prayer. Never a day of prayer and fast, a day of prayer, when they try to rally the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to see if they can take some control over the violence situation in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. But what you have to know about these ministers of religions in today's world, they are not here to save your soul, to help the community to grow and to prosper. They are here to see what they can get and how much they can get, because most of them are homosexuals. It is the only way the denominations can ensure that their message, which keep our people in poverty, is preached faithfully, is to have the minister of religions become slaves. They induce them into homosexuality, bestiality and abortion. All of them, from the Seventh-day Adventists to the Catholic Church, all of them are the same. Right? Now, when they assemble the nation for a day of prayer and fast, for a day of prayer against violence, all of these big shots get up, but they never ever address the problem. It is either they don't know what is the roots of our violence problem in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, or they are too afraid to address the situation. Let me use the scriptures. Let me do their job for them. The Bible says in Psalms 12 verse 8, the wicked walks on every side when the vilest men are elevated. Simple. The wicked walks on every side when the vilest men are elevated. This is where St. Vincent and the Grenadines violence problem starts, and here is where it will end. Chief Strongblood, you're asking, what do you mean? Let me tell you what's happening here. The psalmist David said, wicked men walk on every side when the vilest men are elevated. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is a total example of the truthfulness of this text. We all know who Ralph Gonsalves is. Even if we didn't know, or we weren't able to put one and one together, before Ralph Gonsalves were elected as Prime Minister, when Michelle Andrews came out and accused him of raping her, the police officer Michelle Andrews, we should have known that all of the rumors we have been hearing over the past years were true. When the other ladies came forward and accused him of raping them, we should have known that this is a vile man and the vilest of men. My people, the whole of St. Vincent and the Grenadines knew that Burns Bonady, the trade unionist, was responsible for smuggling Ralph Gonsalves out of Barbados. Just as a woman, he put him on a cargo vessel for Mr. King in Union Island. The whole world know that Ralph Gonsalves had a warrant of arrest for him because while he was teaching at the University of the West Indies Cave Hill campus in Barbados, he raped a female lecturer. Okay, we will say that this was the first public incident with Ralph Gonsalves. When Ralph Gonsalves came back to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, after he raped that lecturer, he said that the lecturer was sleeping with the Prime Minister and the lecturer had voluntary sex with him, and the Prime Minister found out and he was trying to arrest him. So here he was lying on the Prime Minister of Barbados, and he was lying on the lecturer who he raped. My people, let us not forget when Michelle Andrews accused Ralph Gonsalves of raping her without any pressure from a reporter asking him difficult questions in a vulnerable time. Ralph Gonsalves made a press release where he and his lawyers sat down, and Ralph Gonsalves admitted to sexually assaulting Michelle Andrews. He admitted to being at the place that he was accused of being at the time. He was accused of being. And not only put himself at the place and the time, he put himself doing something that was less than rape, which amounted up to sexual assault, which is, he said he gave Michelle Andrews a reassuring kiss. My people, many people have come forward after that. Many people have come forward after that. We know Ralph Gonsalves was instrumental in having people killed. He tried to kill me on several occasions. Can't touch I, because I am untouchable. He can't touch I because I am untouchable. Even recently, he tried. He can't touch I because I am untouchable. I boast about that. I'm untouchable. Listen to this, my people. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest man are elevated. We elevated Ralph Gonsalves after Prime Minister. And even after Michelle Andrews would have out him, and even after Ralph Gonsalves would have confessed to a serious sexual violation, sexual assault. There are people in prison for sexual assault doing over 5 and 6 years. We still elevate the vile. That is why there are so many wicked men walking about in our country. That is why he get people like David Ames to come to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, criminals, to take advantage of Vincentians. David Ames ran away from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, owing millions of dollars in taxes. Ralph Gonsalves could only do business with criminal. He boasts about sandals, and sandals coming to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I told you, even without producing any evidence, that sandals is a criminal organization. Listen to me, my people. The sandals that Ralph Gonsalves is boasting about, the Prime Minister of Grenada, Dickon Mitchell, have declared that Sandals owes Grenada over $30 million in taxes. And Mr. Mitchell said that he is willing to fight them in a court of law to recover the monies, because he does not expect them to pay the money voluntarily. So when I tell you Ralph Gonsalves could only do business with criminals, that is why there are so many murders in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That is why there are so many killing in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That is why there are so many theft in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Because the wicked walks on every side, everywhere, when the vilest men are elevated. That is what the pastors, Mr. Richards, George Fredericks, and all of these people should be talking about. When they go to the park, let the people know that our violence problem is because we have elevated a vile man, put him at the highest office in our country. A Caucasians, my people, the Most High God said to us, the Israelites, that we must never put one who is not of our brothers to rule over us. And we put one of the vilest man going against what the Most High God said. The Most High God said in Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68 that those people who bought you and sold you as slave are your enemies. You put the vilest of your enemies to rule over you. The Most High said in Malachi chapter 1 verse 2 to 4, I will hate the Caucasians and hate the ever. You put a man who the Most High God hates to rule over you. What do you expect? Violence and hardship. And you are so stubborn. Life is not getting better, but you're hoping that your enemy, Ralph Gonsalves, the vilest man, a man who's not of your brother, will make things better for you. He will make things better for himself. He will make things better for the management and the shareholders of Sandals, like he did for David Ames. Ralph Gonsalves facilitated David Ames' escape out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, leaving a debt to our country because he get a cutback from David Ames. If David Ames are arrested and come and brought to St. Vincent and the Grenadines to answer charges, he will sink Ralph Gonsalves with him. Proverbs said, a wicked man take a gift out of his bosom to provoke judgment. What Ralph Gonsalves did when Michelle Andrews accused him of rape. You see, he gave Colin Williams the post of DPP. A gift. Something he should never have. Colin Williams should have never been the Director of Public Prosecution in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So he gave him a gift to provoke judgment. What Colin Williams did, he not pressed Michelle Andrews' case against Ralph Gonsalves. He's wicked. Not me say that, it's Psalms, it's the Proverbs say that. Proverbs 17:23. My people, this is what I want you to realize here. Listen to what our preachers are guilty of. Listen to what our preachers in Vincent are guilty of. Right? It says here, Deuteronomy 16:19. That you must not take a gift. For a gift blind the eyes of the wise and pervert the words of the righteous. That is why when they call these big rallies, they can't speak the truth because they want to be associated with wickedness, and they're taking gifts and they are expecting gifts for their promises things, and they can't speak what the Most I want them to speak. The Most I want Pastor Richards to say to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, he wants you to say that wicked men walks on every side because you have elevated Ralph Gonsalves, a vile man, to the highest office in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This is what you wanted to say. John the Baptist knew if he went against King Herod, there was a chance King Herod is going to kill him. But he speak about King Herod adultery and his wickedness against his brother by taking his brother's wife. He loses his head. But John the Baptist did what is right. He did what the Most High God wanted him to do. And he didn't mind because, you see, he was at peace with the God of creation. But most of you have participated in homosexuality, bestiality and abortion. You are slaves and you are afraid to die because you know when you die, the same judgment that you preach about, you are going to face it in the worst way. My name is Chief Strongblad, St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son. So that's pretty much it.